Hello everyone and welcome to RURA e-document tutorial. Diana, could you please help us to understand what is e-document?
Thank you. E-document is a solution provided by the government of Rwanda in their effort to implement NIKI Plan 3. This is meant to help ministries and institutions, including RURA to acquire a tool that would manage their day-to-day document and workflows management.
Oh, great. So e-document, I can see there's we've got OmniScan, we've got OmniFlow, we've got OmniDocs, we've got business activity monitoring, we've got business process management. But apparently, could you please help us to understand what OmniScan means?
Thank you. The purpose of OmniScan is to automate the process of scanning documents and segregating them into records and associating tags with the documents, so as to enable easy searching and retrieval of the documents in the desired document management system, DMS, to which they are exported. It also caters to the need of creating folders in the DMS based on desired field values. Pre-scanned documents can also be imported into OmniScan to arrange them into records.
Oh, great. It sounds helpful. So how about OmniFlow?
Well, OmniFlow, the only main objective is to provide a brief description of features and enhancements given in the workflow solution, and it guides users who log into RURA e-document system for the processing the incoming mail request as well as other types of requests. For initiating the incoming mail, the user will scan the documents using OmniScan and export them, same into OmniFlow as mentioned above.
All right, so since both OmniScan and OmniFlow work in pair, let's see how it works. Let's take a quick look on OmniFlow and OmniScan. We've got a brief video. And it's here for your viewing. Please take a look. We've got OmniScan icon on our desktop. Open it as an administrator, and a page will load on our screen. So the page will basically the page will provide. As you can see, you have to you have to identify yourself, and then the page will load with many items here. So we have immediately upon loading the form, we have to scan the document, and we launch the scanner. Scan, we choose the feeder, the flatbed. Flatbed is better in our case. So the scanning. So this scanning process might take few minutes. Again, the performance depends on the scanner. But for good scanners, obviously we take only a second to scan and load on the screen. So right now the scan is complete. We hit this confirmation, and our scan is here on the screen. So after scanning, we've got our scan, and we try to record the sender name. We record the reception date. Reception date. What date is it? Like was on the 24th of June. Redaction. Put like 18th of July. Anyway, it should be the way around. And then we have the reference number. The reference number is here marked on the scan, and then we pick who is it addressed to. By default, it's addressed to the DG, to the Director General, and then we after this we export this to OmniFlow. As Adana mentioned, OmniScan and OmniFlow work in pair. So after scanning, we export the scan into OmniFlow. So to be able to export, we have to identify yourself. Like here we have our front desk user Evelyn Nagara and her password. So after filling out her username and password, she enters and the export process starts. So we have now a successful export report. Like now it's started at this time and ended at this time on the minutes. So after this, that means our scan is currently in the OmniFlow. So since it was sent in the central secretariat queue, uh, this front desk user will have to log in into OmniFlow in order to access the scan for dispatching. So now we have like as so to be able to access OmniFlow, we have to type in IP address 192.168.1.9 colon 8080/web desktop, and then she enters her username and password, same username and password. Of course, she has many roles like the as a front desk and the central secretariat. So now we have two scans in her queue, in the queue and the CS queue, central secretariat. So this is exactly the scan, and the scan is after we have the scan, he picks who to forward it to. Like for testing purpose, she's picking my name, though it was addressed to the DG, but the real document was already sent to the DG. This is just testing. So she picks if it needs a response. Of course, doesn't need any response on my behalf. So she puts any comments. This is testing, of course. Otherwise, you have to put a meaningful comments. So this is confirmation. Yes, the scan is sent. And quickly to let's see how to access this exact document. It's in the sent item. It's here. It's already sent successfully. Now she's sure that it's addressed to the right person, or it's to the recipient. So let's see quickly how it looks in my queue since she picked to send it to me. All right, let's see how it works. We like I mentioned, we have to type in the IP address. Oops. Okay, now we have the IP address in. So we enter, fill in my username. Again, Diana, don't cheat on my password. This should be a protected password, personal password. So now I have something in my queue. Wow, this might be the document. This is the only item I have. Yes, definitely. This is the item, and this item is going to be addressed to say somebody else. So by default, my username will load in, and after loading in, so I picked the right recipient. Let me pick my supervisor. Though it doesn't have to be addressed to him, I can address to anybody else. At this moment, for your action, let's say it's for your action, and then hit done. When I hit done, it's automatically sent to him. All right, Diana, that looks like we have come to cover this OmniScan and OmniFlow. But one thing in the pipe is here, OmniDocs. Could you please help us to understand what it is?
Thank you. OmniDocs Enterprise Content Management simplifies storage of enterprise content through a scalable, secure, and undefined repository. It provides access to enterprise content directly and through integration with business applications.
All right, so let's take a look how it works. So the same way we access this, we like you can see, we have OmniDocs on the bottom. We launch OmniDocs. OmniDocs will open up a new window. This window will display many options, including search options, alarms, and many more. So our purpose is either to retrieve a document, since OmniDocs appears to be like a repository of all scanned documents, so we can access any kind of document as long as we specify criteria. Here in the search option, we've got many search criteria. We can search using document name, author, keywords, type, owner, size, and many more. Since we are not specifically searching a document, we can leave this option and explore more other options. Um, Diana, we've got something here remaining, business activity monitoring. Could you please help us to understand what it is?
Thank you. The term business activity monitoring refers to the aggregation, analysis, and presentation of real-time information about activities inside RURA. A business activity can either be a business process that is orchestrated by business process management, BPM, software, or a business process that is a series of activities spanning multiple systems and applications.
Oh, great. To me, I mean, it sounds like business process management. How do they differ?
Well, business process management, the administration of RURA e-document system consists of various components. 1. User management. 2. Queue management. 3. Document management. 4. Quick search management. 5. Set diversion. 6. AD hoc routing of work items. And 7. Build-in reports.
All right. So let's see how they both work. BM and BPM. So we've got, as we mentioned, to access BM and BPM it's a bit different from how we access OmniFlow. We simply change Web Desktop to Process Manager, and then provide username and password. As just mentioned, business activity monitoring is about providing instant reports as to how the system is being utilized. So we have, let's say, like we have users. We've got a list of users. Like for each user, you can apply many settings. Let's see especially let's say my username. On my username, I can decide to add to a queue. Actually, I can set work audit, view work audit details, add it to a queue. There are many queue, and set the versions. So set the versions. Let's, for instance, see how I can set the versions. For the moment, you can see this is my username. To set the versions is one like I'm not planning to be in the office for the next week, and I want to dedicate my colleague to act in my place or to take over my workloads. So to do this, I'll have to assign him. Let's say I'll pick one of my colleagues. Okay, the list is here of all RURA staff. I'll pick one of my colleagues, so I pick him. So after like starting from today till the 20th, so and then assign. So if I assign, he will be able to see, to access all my workloads and be able to treat them in my absence. So there will be no bottlenecks as far as my work items are concerned. So basically, Diana, we have come to see many items here. We have come to see OmniScan, OmniFlow, OmniDocs, business activity monitoring, business process management, and thank you very much, and thank you to the viewers for